up, ladies, and welcome back to Let's Unwind podcast. I hope everybody's in good spirits tonight. Nava, how you
Hey,
doing over there?
ladies. I am doing good. Good. It's been a long weekend. Long weekend.
Okay.
Been cleaning up all day long.
Same. I feel you. What are you
Yeah,
drinking tonight?
girl, I'm drinking. Y'all, sorry, I'm not drinking any wine. I'm drinking some beer today because I love beer. Also, I can't pronounce the name. Is what Tecate, like a
Tecate?
Mexican beer. Yeah, I love beer.
Yes.
Like, what you drinking over there?
Well, I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. My tummy was hurting today, so I'm drinking ginger ale. So y'all gonna have to count me out on the
Oh,
wine tonight too. I hope everybody has their big old glass of wine or whatever your drink preference is. Other than that, tonight, ladies, we got some juice for y'all. You gonna spill for
yeah.
us, Nava?
Yeah, we're gonna show y'all a video of a husband who is cheating, but his wife caught him. I don't know if she caught him. Did she catch him with the side chick?
I think she caught him
Or
with the side chick. Yeah.
yeah, she caught him and confronted him. So we're gonna share a video. Some of y'all have probably already saw it, but before we share that, y'all, let me tell y'all what's been going on this week in my life. I've had a couple of stories, a couple dusty run-ins that I want to tell y'all about. So the husband goes to a football game. What night was that? Yesterday, last night. He goes to his high school football game. And at the football game, y'all, they're playing a mostly black team. It's another team that's playing it's a majority white team that's playing a mostly black team. So it is a shooting, y'all, like a real life boys in the hood shooting. Like,
Oh Lord.
girl, he calls me just shook. It was like they shooting at the game. I had to jump on some woman and cover her, and the whole field was
Oh
running, and it was just like a lot of bullets. And I'm like, at first, I'm like not to go. Like I'm like, don't you need to rest because like he owns his own company, so he works like all week long, just really hard. And I'm like, don't you need to rest? So, like, ladies, men don't listen to us. If he would have listened to
no.
me, he wouldn't have been in this situation. But yeah,
Facts.
y'all, one person actually was unalive and didn't make it and got hit. I don't know who that person was. I think it was a
Mm.
black male. I think it was a young black male because it was a high school football game. He likes to go to the games every once in a while. And so he didn't make it. And they still haven't caught the shooter. But what I wanted to point out to y'all is that, well, when I told my mom about it, she had saw it on the news about it. She said the town that they were in was kind of like a sundown town. I don't, Zara, do you know
Okay.
what that is?
Yes, absolutely.
She said when she was growing up, she lived really close to it, and that was like one of those towns where they didn't like
Mm.
colored people in those towns. So in my mom's mind, she's thinking that it was kind of like a racial thing, and it was probably racist because it was a mostly black football team playing.
Hmm.
I didn't think that. I thought it was probably like some bandits that went to the game knowing that the all black school was going to be there, like that they were going
Yeah.
to be after some people. So I was thinking that it maybe been some bandits, but even no matter what, like in my mind, I'm like, I don't care who it was, if it was some bandits or because I follow the Queen Maker, I'm like, whoever it was, I know it wasn't a woman.
Facts.
Like I know that
Okay.
much. I'm like, I
Okay.
can put money on it that it wasn't a woman. I bet you it was a man, no matter what color it was. It was a man that was putting all of these people's lives in danger because of testosterone. And
Right.
so, like y'all, we have a long clip, but we do have a clip of the actual shooting. I hope we don't get copyrighted or anything because this
Copyrighted.
is a
Yeah.
news clip, but it's a clip that somebody had recorded. So this is the actual game that happened last night. I'm going to show it to you guys real quick.
Off the board, right, Steve? Yeah. We'll take a timeout. Be back. Shit, man.
That is just sad.
And
It's
it was the
sad.
first game. It was the very first game. And
That don't make
like
no sense.
my husband was saying that he was next to a guy that his son had just transferred from a mostly Caucasian school to a mostly black, more of a mixed school. And he said that was their last game. That was the first game and that was their last game for him. He said he can't do this. Like
Right.
we're just like, we can't even go outside anymore.
I
Like
know.
I can't
That is
blame this. I
sad.
can't blame this on black men or white men because I don't know who did it. But like I said, all I know is this: men are making society unsafe for
Right.
everybody. So, like, I just wanted to show that. But y'all, I had a lot of dusties. I got like, what do you think about this story, Zara? Did you have anybody that went to this game, or do you know anybody that went to this
I
game?
don't know anybody that went to that game, but I know I went to the same high school as your husband, and it's just sad because these games, they carry large crowds. Like everybody comes out to see, you know what I mean? You come out to see your fellow classmen play, and then something like this happens, and it just ruins the whole night for everybody,
Yeah.
parents, players. I just don't know what to say about it. But we all know that it was a male indeed, because it was an all women's, atmosphere. The game would have been fine. But yeah, it's just sad. It's just sad. You can't really go outside anymore. Like you can't do anything. Grocery store, football game.
I don't.
Goodness gracious. Like
I don't. I stay in the house most of the time, especially in the summertime, because of stuff like this. I'm strapped, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm strapped all day long. I got all kind of weapons, but I still don't want to ever have to use them. Like,
exactly.
Nobody wants to ever have to do that. This week for me, I've had a lot of like dusty stories, y'all. Okay, so y'all, okay, I'm not making any of these stories up, by the way. This stuff is happening in real life, and I want y'all to know that when we tell these stories, ladies, y'all are not crazy, and we are not dying alone. Men are actually dying alone. Like, listen to me, y'all.
Yep.
My mom married to my stepdad for, well, they've been divorced almost 20 years. She hasn't seen him, hasn't talked to him, anything. So my mom gets a call last week from a white guy, and he asked her, do you know such and such? And she's like, yeah, that's my husband. And he tells her, like, her ex-husband, who she hasn't seen in over 18, almost, he's dead. He has passed away. He's been in the morgue for 5 days, and they cannot find any close family, relatives, kids, sisters, brothers, anybody close to him to notify anybody that he's dead and in the morgue. My mom, who has, again, been away from him for almost 20 years, was the closest person that they could know how they found her, like how they found her number or anything. Like, I guess they had to investigate, but like, now they're just going to have to just like cremate him or something. He has 2 sons, I think, and probably some grandkids. They couldn't even find them. So, ladies, when these men are out here telling y'all are going to die alone with cats and like, no, they're projecting they're dying cats because they can't afford cats and dogs. So I'm not trying to be funny, but seriously, like I have a brother-in-law that is homeless. Well, he has a dog, and his dog is like hungry too. Like, these animals don't want to be with the like these animals probably would rather be with us. Like, yeah, like
would.
I can't.
And
like,
we keep hearing stories about this. Sorry to cut you off, but we keep hearing stories about this, and men keep trying to, direct it toward us. Yeah, like, y'all gone. That's why y'all dying alone. Y'all childless. Y'all unmarried. Who's gonna keep the legacy going? But it's like we keep hearing stories about men dying alone. This man had 2 kids, and they could not get into contact with either of his children. And they're gonna reach out to the ex-wife, like the super ex-wife, like she ain't even
super. over 15 years. That's super.
Like nobody knew that you was gone. You know what I mean? Nobody knew. But when you gonna die alone, you know what, sir? I'll take my cats any day. I love my cats.
And she was like, my mom was like, I'm so glad I wasn't married to him because I would have been responsible for him. Like you
Right.
are responsible for them when they die
Yeah, you
in your
are.
care. Like,
Yep.
but oh y'all, and this is like all of this happened last week, and I got one more story for y'all. This, I promise y'all, nobody is paying me to tell y'all these stories. So I have a cousin who has not lived in the same state as me for years and years and years. She comes into the state and goes to visit my aunt, who is my mom's younger sister, and she's down here to get her birth certificate because she has finally got accepted for Section 8 after being on Section 8 for 10 years. 10 years. And get this, she has a man with her, a full-grown man, who she introduces to my mom and my aunt as her fiance. Y'all already know when my mom is telling me the story, y'all already know what I'm thinking. I'm just like, Zara, what would you say about it? I'm glad I wasn't there because nobody would have liked me in this situation. Like, what is the first thing you think as I'm telling this story? What are you thinking?
What in the dusty McCrusty is going on here? That's what I'm thinking. Like,
Listen.
what? Oh, I cannot.
She tells my mama that she's been living in hotels with other people, but she's not alone. She has him as her fiance with her. He's waiting on her Section 8 now. He's waiting on her to get in this Section 8 apartment so he can stay with her. But not only is he with her 21 or 22-year-old son is waiting on her to get her Section 8 so he can stay there with her. Listen, with his 2 kids, stay with her, and he has another one on the way. And they're all dependent on her to get her Section 8.
Oh, Lord.
And she has 2 other daughters, but this is what we're doing. Is this what we're doing? Black women?
This is sad.
Like, this is what we're doing?
No, this is sad. Like, some of y'all sisters gotta let it go. Come on now. You got a dusty grown man waiting on your Section 8. This supposed to be your fiance. Where's his jobs? Where's his
jobs? With an S.
With an S.
Like,
where's his
he's
jobs?
following her, and he has come all the way to a different state for her to get her birth certificate just so she can get her Section 8. And I told my mama was laughing so hard at me. Zara. I was like, my cat will be drier than the Sahara Desert. I was like, I could not look at a man. I'm homeless. But the thing is, her son, I think he got a girl pregnant when he was like maybe 13, 14. And then his third baby is on the way. And I have no idea why the babies and him are staying with my cousin. I have no idea. So, y'all.
Wow. So 2 grown men.
2 grown men are
Section 8.
following her, and she's happy to do this. Like, and this is not her last marriage. She was married was the same way. Like, he had her in hotels, wasn't doing nothing. They had like total of 6 kids or something like that, and like calling around for people to help them. And I'm like, girl, like I didn't want to talk about my family on these podcasts because they might hear it one day, but I'm doing this because black women have been doing this forever and see nothing wrong with it. And a lot of us really see nothing wrong with it.
This is sad because if you listening to this and you like, I don't see the problem, then you are a major part of the problem because no grown woman should be toting around 2 grown men and his children waiting for her Section 8. Like I said before, where are the jobs? The son should be gainfully employed. There's no excuse for it. You got children and you're my whole fiance. Where's your job? We should not be scraping and scrounging as 3 adults. Get out there and hustle. Like you said, like I can't even look at you and be like, ooh, like my man. No.
Like, no.
Yes,
like, and this is the reason why we're seeing a lot live when they try to leave these men, because black women are doing so much for them, and that's we're a resource. Just like Princella says, we're a true resource. Like
Yes.
even if it's the resources coming from other men, like the whole housing. I heard that food stamps are about to get cut off in about a month or
Yeah,
so,
I
like for
did. Yep.
everybody. I heard that. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know about how housing is gonna go, but it's for these men. Like a lot of women get that, and it's like, and it's dangerous for women to say that I'm not gonna be with you no more because
Yep.
you are all they have, and like. So I wouldn't recommend it. But y'all, that was my tale of three Dusties, and yeah, this is my tale.
Yes. The tale of three
Three
Dusties.
Dusties by Nava Speaks,
I love it.
Volume
I love
1,
it.
A Hood Ghetto Cautionary Tale for you
I'm
ladies.
done.
Ladies, don't do this. Like if you got kids,
Please
she has a
don't.
daughter. She has a daughter that's I think 14 or 15. And what is she teaching her daughter? Like really,
Setting
your
a
daughter is
terrible
seeing you do
example.
this for these men. Who
Yeah.
I think she even went to being a lesbian at one point in time. But the picture that I saw of her girlfriend was kind of like she was a stud. So I'm guessing I can only guess why that didn't work out. Like
Oh
so.
man,
But
right. Goodness
yeah, she
gracious.
probably
This was the
acted. She probably
juice,
was.
girl.
Yeah, she was probably just like a Dusty. That's probably why that didn't work out. But y'all,
Exactly.
this is what we're not gonna do. Like, I just wanted to tell y'all,
Let's stop,
ladies.
ladies.
I just,
Yeah.
yeah, that was a cautionary tale. So we are. Zara, did your week go anything like mine? Did you
Girl,
have any
no,
stories to tell, or
I
do you
don't
want to
have
go
no
ahead?
dusty. You had all the tea. You had all the tea. This was all you. Your week was
That's all I got.
juicy. Girl was juicy. Because
Y'all,
I can't even
and
imagine.
just imagine if I was actually around Dusties all the time. I'm not
I
even
know.
around Dustianas and Dusties. I try to stay away from them, but I'm hearing all of these stories, and I don't even go around them. So just imagine if we went around them.
Right. Yeah, because I cannot. I cannot. But on another note about the food stamps, I know that I saw that article, food stamps might be getting cut. Also, in addition to that, I know that Section 8 is getting hard for like renters, like people to even accept Section 8 tenants. You know what I mean? So when you said it took
Yeah,
her 10 years, I'm like, dang, it's really rough out there. And I think it's only
yeah,
going to get worse. So y'all start
yeah. Those.
preparing and planning because I think the next couple of months we're going to see something major, another sort of pandemic of some sort. That's just my personal views on
Mhm,
the state of the world. But
yeah.
girl, you had all
Yeah,
the
those
juice this
vouchers,
week.
yeah, I think those vouchers only cover so much, and since the inflation and everything is going up,
Hmm.
people's vouchers aren't enough to cover what landlords are wanting for these houses. A lot of landlords don't even want people that are on Section 8 in their houses
Yeah,
because
it's
they
getting
don't
tough.
want what comes with that. They don't want women bringing their dust to their
Right.
property. Like, they don't want that. So I think a lot of people would be more willing to rent out Section 8 housing if it was just like a single woman with like her
Yeah.
friends or her kids. Well, not her friends,
Yeah.
but her
Like her
versus like
children.
a
Yeah.
man living with her. So ladies,
Right.
this show is for us. And so since this show is for us, if you're Section 8 and you have a husband or a boyfriend that is
Hello, Nava. I think your sound went out.
hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yep, you're good. You're good.
Okay. Yeah, something happened with my phone, but yeah, where did I cut off at?
You said if you have a boyfriend or a husband and you're on Section 8.
Yeah, if y'all have a husband or a boyfriend and you have kids and you're on Section 8, suggest y'all really making plans because a lot of renters are not wanting to rent out to
Hmm.
people on Section 8, and especially if they have a man living with them. So, ladies,
Right.
I really do suggest y'all think about yourselves and what you're going to do if, they do cut off a lot of stuff because the man that you're
Yeah.
living with, if he cared, he wouldn't have you in a Section 8 in the first place. So I really suggest and
That
just
part.
do what you need to do for yourself and for your kids.
I
And
agree. I strongly
try to
agree.
get them out your house, like, and try to get try to get them out your house. Like, I don't know how you're gonna do it, but I wouldn't suggest just telling them to get out because, like I said, women are a resource to these men, and
Yeah.
yeah,
And we've seen that where women have cut men off, and that's their support system, their home, their
Yeah.
the way they eat, you know what I mean, buying them clothes and shoes as if they're their children. So when these women let them go, we've seen what what happens. It can get
Yeah.
violent because they like, well, where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to do? As if that's your whole son and not your whole man. But
Yeah.
girl,
Ladies, just
you
pay
dropped the
attention
T.
to the news and what's happening with DHS, and just move wisely and protect
Yes.
yourself from whoever you're with, and go ahead. Like, just go do what you gotta do. So do you want to go ahead and get, if my phone has been messing up, y'all, so Zara, if my phone goes out or anything, I will be right back on. Just stay on and I'll try to get back on.
Okay.
So do you want to go ahead and get into
we can go ahead and get into the second half of the scoop, which we're pretty sure y'all have seen this on TikTok.
A lot of y'all, yeah.
I know you have, but we're going to play the video for you again, and then we're going to come back. It's 2 parts, so we'll play the first part, and then we'll come back in and speak on it. So here we go.
Husband got caught cheating. Hashtag part 1.
I mean, she came all the way over here. So it's like,
fuck it then. I mean, bye. Let's go then. Like,
so is it a yes or no? 'Cause you told me, yesterday that y'all did.
Well, let's see if your fiance there too. That don't make no fucking sense. I mean,
Be honest.
be honest.
Yeah, I mean, you wasn't honest with me. I asked you, did you see
Honest
her?
about what?
You said no.
Man, because you was too busy posting shit everywhere.
Because you're not honest. If you were honest, you wouldn't be here.
Oh, that's why we're not here?
What did I ask you? I said, did you have sex with her? What did you say? Because do you even know about Crystal, having sex with Crystal too? So she knows about you. You have sex
What are
with
you
her, too?
talking about?
You're fucking her and you didn't even tell me. So that's my issue. And then you're acting like everything is cool. Like just a second ago, I have sex with her. But you're saying now, yes, no. What is it?
Yes, but that wasn't the reason. I didn't have dinner and then go fuck Olivia. There was a whole
Okay,
issue
when was the last
that
time you guys
happened
had sex?
after that.
When was that? 3 days ago? Because you were home 3 days ago. So what's up?
3 days ago? You have sex on 3 days ago?
When did you say you guys had sex? Like 3 days ago.
Alright, well then. We'll see how you go with it too. Go to your job and then tell them all your shit too.
Just be honest with me.
Okay, then we'll be honest with yours, right? Next. Right? Right? We'll get him on the phone.
He's at work.
There's no point. Well, I'm at work. You tell me to give a fuck about me being at work?
Just be honest with her. I've been telling you.
Well then, lead by example.
You've been telling him to be honest
Lead by
with you?
example. Right? As you're doing what?
Just be honest with me.
As you're being honest, right?
I'm not married yet.
Oh, that's
I
what
can
you
break it all with him. It's not.
Well, then go do it then. Let's be
I'm not.
honest.
We've been married together for 17 years. Just be honest.
So what the fuck have I been saying to you?
It's not true. It had nothing to do with you. Okay?
What are you talking about? It had nothing to do with her.
I'm talking.
Fuck you and fuck you.
Anyway. Yes, man. If you want to know everything, I don't have problems with her.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I don't-
Let's go. Fuck you, because you on that same bullshit. That's what. No. Fuck you. Fuck all that shit's done. Bye, bitch. Bye.
No.
What?
No.
What?
No.
What is wrong with me? What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't fucking touch me.
Don't get angry.
I am getting angry. Bye. You're fucking dead to me now.
Because I want to be honest.
Bitch, fuck you. Bitch, you have a whole nother motive. Bitch, fuck you. You dead to me, bitch. Fuck you. Get the fuck out my face. The fuck out my face. The fuck you still doing here, bitch? Go tell your dude. Fuck you. Fuck you.
First of all, I knew what was up anyway.
Bitch, fuck you. Now we about to go fuck your shit up, bitch. Fuck you. Bye.
Can
Bye.
you step up?
Bitch, I never caught. Bitch. What do you mean never fuck? No, fuck off. Bitch, bye. Bitch, bye. You're in.
Well, first of all, you're blocking me, so I can't go.
Well, please move your car so she can get it.
Ooh, child. Ooh, child.
You said the same thing I was about to say, child.
There's a
Child.
whole lot in that video, baby.
Girl.
Like,
It's a whole
oh
bunch of shit
my
in his tank.
gosh.
That when I
Right.
first saw it, when I first saw that, I was like, yeah, I can usually y'all my radar, my gaydar is
Gaydar?
pretty like it's my gaydar. It's pretty straight on. I usually can tell, but I don't know, for some reason a lot of black women act like they can't tell when they're men. Like they like I don't even know. I'm trying to watch my language. I don't want to say something crazy. Like, I'm not
Right.
getting paid for this, so I can't get demonetized, but I'm still trying to watch my language. But yeah,
Right.
when I saw this video, yeah, he gay. Like,
Girl, it was given a whole lot. Like, the fact that he's mad at the two women, which, by the way, I want to say I love how they just was cool. Like, they kept their composure, classy, poised.
yeah.
Old girl in the car actually was like, I think that's what enraged him even more. When she said, I don't know if you heard her when she said, "You got my number. Like, if you want to know anything, I'll tell you." And I
I
feel
didn't
like
hear that
this needs to
part.
happen. Yes, this needs to happen between women instead of going, at each other's throats over a man that ain't, about nothing, ain't no good, then play both of y'all. Like, why not
Oh,
talk
I'm
to each
already planning
other?
on being friends. I'm already planning on it. Like,
Right.
I know
Like,
everybody, y'all listening is probably like, why would you do that? Like, why fight her though? Like, why would I fight her though?
exactly. Like,
She didn't make any promises to me.
exactly. I'm not married to her. And she's sitting here telling him, the husband, just be honest with her. Just be like, why
Hmm.
is she telling you to be honest with me? We've been
Yeah,
together for how long? You know what I mean?
yeah.
You should already be honest with me. So that part
But
right there, girl, just baby, he's giving a whole lot of,
mhm.
type of energy. You know what I'm talking about, type of energy. You know.
Yeah, but one thing I noticed a lot of women were mad about in the comments was like she knew they were married. He had told her, or
Right.
either she just knew because she said y'all been married 17 years, which means
Yeah.
he told her that. So I'm pretty sure that only one of them was at his wedding. It wasn't side chick that was at. He was at the wedding. She wasn't. Like,
Thank you. Thank
so
you. So
like,
yeah, I feel you on
and
that.
then that.
I feel you.
And y'all, these men run around telling us that women are more emotional than men. Why was he cussing and acting a plum
Girl,
fool? And both of them were just like they
knee
weren't
deep in
emotional.
his
They
feelings. It was just
deflection.
him.
They deflect. That women are more emotional than men. Did that video reflect women being more emotional than men? like the
I,
only reason I could think of that his wife wasn't emotional is if she's been through this before with him, or if and she's tired of it and she's just like, I can't win, so I might as well stop fighting these women. That's like, maybe she's been through it before and she's just not emotional like him. Like,
she wasn't
because he
like
starts
neither
saying
of them were emotionally immature like him. Like he was flipping out. Like it was like, calm down, you a grown man. Why are you knee deep in your feelings like this? You did it. You're the reason why we're here. You're the reason why we're
for
having
y'all.
this issue right now. It's
And
you, baby boy. Like you said, like who's married to who? Who made vows? It's like you said, like
Yeah,
who married
yeah.
who? Like you're the married man here. Like she shouldn't have to be telling you to be honest. You shouldn't even be getting mad right now. Like what you should be doing is like, I don't know, crying, begging, pleading. I'm so sorry. You should
Girl,
be
let me
offering up, you know what I mean? Like something other than
girl.
trying to flip out on your side chick because she being honest. Like, boy,
Let
stop.
me find out my husband done cheated after 17 years and he telling me F both of y'all. Not just F the side chick, but F both of y'all. But what What did the wife say for him to be like F both of y'all? Like I didn't even hear her say nothing for him for that reaction from him.
No, she didn't.
It was just because they were talking.
Was listening. It was because yes, her and Olivia,
because
the side chick, were interacting, and so he was like, "Fuck both of y'all."
Yeah, and that's what. And yes, that's what Princella talks about when she says that they want to keep women apart. They don't want us talking, and when we're in groups, they won't come around us, or if they get with us, they want you to leave all your friends alone because they don't want us talking and teaching each other and coming together and supporting each other. That's why they're nice to each other. They're not fighting. If they would have been fighting and at each other's head, he wouldn't have got that mad. He wouldn't have got mad like that. So y'all don't just look at these videos, ladies. Y'all need to learn from these videos.
Yes,
if you have a man and your man ends up cheating, which most of the time they will. Most of the time they will.
Right.
Don't go off on the side chick. Talk to the side. What's going on? Like, see what he's been telling her versus what he's been telling you, and just work with her. Like, you can find, if you want to find out more, you might can find out more if you just work with her instead of fighting.
Exactly. Like I'm gonna talk
because he's gonna tell you anything.
We gonna talk. Yeah, he's gonna lie. He's gonna try to cover his ass as much as he possibly can. But she's like, we already busted, so I don't see the problem with us even lying even more in this. Like 17 years that you've been with this woman is what she said. Like, you just need to be honest with her at that point. Like, honest. Okay, I'm not gonna say necessarily you should respect the side chick, but I mean the way that she did come off and be like, you know what, this is what it is. I'll tell you everything you need to know. Let's start doing that, women. We got to open up with each other because you don't fight over somebody who just completely disrespected you. You've been married to this man for that long. Y'all have children together and he completely disrespected you. Let's stop the fighting. Like, I love how they carry themselves with grace. There was no flipping out over a piece of a man because that's where he at right now. You're a piece of a man. You're the basic
she was saying be honest.
Yes.
Right. When she was saying just be honest with her, there was more to just them cheating. I'm like, okay, so what does she mean by be honest? He already knows that y'all are seeing each other. So what else is missing? Like, what else? We need to know, lady.
And she kept saying,
it made me
you can call me. She kept saying that too. You can call me and ask me anything you want to know. So it might be some more juice to this. You know what I mean? Might be a little bit more.
Because it sounds like he's comfortable. It sounds like he's comfortable talking to the side chick about stuff since you knew that they was married 17 years. He might have came out and told her, like, I'm actually this too. You know what I'm saying?
They might have
I'm not
done
gonna say
some
it
stuff.
because
they might have done some extra activities together. And he don't want
with
Olivia
somebody
saying, yeah, you know what I mean? You get where I'm coming from.
I'm not gonna assume nothing. I'm not gonna assume, but
I'm not trying to assume nothing. But I'm just saying, most of the comments was, referring to,
yeah, and he wanted to destroy her life. Did you hear when she said, "Well, I'm not married," because he wanted to tell whoever she's with, and she was like, "Well, you can't destroy my marriage because I'm not." Yeah, like that's the only reason he was mad because the
immaturity
got caught.
level was low. Yes, and he's like, "Okay, let's go fuck your shit up now." When he looked at her, when she said 3 days, that part when she was like 3 days ago, and Olivia backed it up and said, "Yeah, 3 days ago." He looked at her like with disgust, like, "You were supposed to lie." That was the part when I looked at you and you missed your part. Like, you were supposed to lie. So
because that's
like,
what.
Let's go fuck your shit up. And she's like,
because
she's like, I'm engaged. I'm not married. Like, we can end it today. And he was like, come on. I'm like, you are too emotionally immature. Like the level of your boy, if you don't get out of here with that.
Child, let's get into part 2. That was just part 1. We have part 2. We're going to show you real quick. So you want to pull that up, Zara?
Yep. Here we go with part 2.
Husband got caught cheating. Hashtag part 2.
Yeah, no, I am. Yes, we are going in. Oh, so my shit's okay to fuck up at my job. That's okay.
Why are you hollering? That's my thing is.
Fine. There's no need to fucking talk to you right now, man.
That's fine. But you don't have to disrespect me. And
Fuck you.
You don't have to holler at me like
Fuck
that.
you. Fuck you. Your respect is gone.
You
Fuck
text,
your respect.
You text me, right?
Text. All y'all can kick it.
You want to know how I know it was her? He's never told me that he loved me on text
I know.
message.
I've seen all your text messages. I know.
I knew what was
just
this
truth.
morning.
That's all it was. I know. Because there's something, I know. I've seen your text to do. So I'm sure.
I got money to make.
But
Now
it's
see,
just
this is
simple
what you
fact
guys
that-
do. I got a show to
No,
do.
it's-
No. This
I
is what
said,
you
why
do.
does she keep saying this? Why does she want to sleep with you? What are you talking about? I don't know, maybe she didn't say this. Okay. Hit her up then. Okay. So what happened? That's all I asked. What happened? Because you didn't tell me, but you want me to ask her, right? So
First of all,
you make it seem like it's
First of all,
nothing, but it's
another thing is,
something. Like that's not okay.
I'm not turning this shit on
And
around.
she really loves you. So why would you even do that to me
fuck.
and her?
She don't. No, she
She
don't.
literally said she loves you.
No, she don't. No. Nobody would put me in that type of position if they did. No, they
But you're in a
wouldn't.
position. I'm not the one married to Natasha. You are.
What the fuck does she do? Don't she post? And you seen her the fucking videos? Get the fuck out my face, Olivia. Yeah, you didn't think about that, did you?
I knew it was her.
So she's gonna post those videos you just did, right?
I mean, if
Why would I
if
do
she,
And she does, right? So you put it in her hands. Well, my career is mine. Bitch, fuck you. That's why you don't. You love her then, right? Think about it. No.
Olivia, when did
Lower
this
my
start?
voice.
Because
How
because
does-
me
how
and
did
her
this
trying to
start?
have a conversation and you hollering.
Have a conversation then.
I will have a conversation. I have your number if you want to call me.
I just want to make sure. So like, when did all this start happening?
It started a year ago.
A year ago when you first started. So when you see me in the up there, you already knew. Like that's when you guys started sleeping with each other.
No.
When we was up there.
No. I never had sex with him when you came. It started after. He came after me first.
That's insane.
I knew he was married and I respected it. And I let it be. But I knew his behavior and the way he was talking to me every single day, he started to develop something.
Right.
And one night we had a really great massage and he came after me.
Yeah.
It scared me and I said, no thank you. And you can ask him, that's on God's truth. I turned him
With
down.
no one, and that's the thing. So me asking him something, like he literally, oh no, she never did.
Get the fuck out of the car, baby. Your car right now. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get 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 out. Fuck you. Get out. Get out.
Child. Girl.
Girl, I cannot. Like his emotional girl, I cannot. His emotional level is so low. Like a little 2-year-old.
This what
Get
y'all
out,
doing.
Get out, get out.
That's what y'all doing out here. Like,
Like, stop
oh,
it,
God.
boy. Pipe down.
his wife was so calm. They were both so
They were
calm about
so
it.
calm. And
Like-
I gotta say this. I know she's the side chick, but I love how they both handled it. Like she was like, you know what, I'm just gonna confess everything to you. You know, he came on to me first, and I wasn't with it. You know, like that's what we need to do because they're not gonna do it.
Because that's what they
He's
do.
gonna
Like
lie. Yes.
a lot of women do know that they're married, and some women, and most women, will probably push them off and be like, "No, you're married. I'm not going to do this." Some women
Right.
will go for it, but a lot of women be like, We can't do this. We're married," and then they keep pursuing them, and then the women give in. That's probably what happened.
I
With
think
her.
that's
That
what it sound
happens.
like.
But if we talk to other women, we'll see your husband was just hunted this woman down. He hunted her down until
He
she
did.
gave in. Like,
Yep.
and the wife, when she said she really loves you, like she was so calm about that. Like this
did.
woman
She
is in
was.
love with you. Like,
Like
and she
yes,
wasn't
like,
mad
she,
about
like,
it
she was
either.
at peace with it. Like she was okay
Yeah.
with it. Like she really loves you. Like why you doing her
Like,
like that? Why you doing both
like
of us
your
like this?
dumb ass. Yeah, your dumb ass
Right.
went out here and made 2 women fall in love with you in this now.
Yes.
Like
Girl.
this right here is what lets me know that a lot of Black women are willing to be in polygamous relationships with these men if the men weren't so unstable and unbalanced. Like these 2 women seem like they would have talked and been friends and still been with him if he didn't go off like this. I don't know. I'm not sure. But a lot of women think willing. I don't know how you feel about that, but I think a lot of women are willing. Especially if the man is like a good man and he's like, he's not a good man. Like if Zara, I said a good man. Like, no, he's not a good man if he's doing this. But in our community, what a good man is a man that's working and providing and taking care of. Like, if we think
the bare
like that,
minimum,
that's a good man.
The bare minimum is
like,
a good man. Yeah.
Bare minimum is a good man. So, but a lot of these women are willing to actually share them if the, like, you know what I'm saying? I can't get out what I'm saying, but
I get what you,
if he didn't do all of this, like if he didn't do all that, I think they would have been willing to share them. Like, who knows?
And girl, I want to talk about the part where he said, "You love her," like he was hurt.
Right, just because they were talking,
you really love her, and I'm like, really? That's all you had to say? Like, that was your comeback? You love her, so are you mad that, like, they're talking? Like, you mad that they, that your wife is calm about it? Like, she don't want to fight the girl don't want to fight her. So you really love her? Like, he was just all over the place. But I will say this, he seemed like a loose cannon. I hope that both of them are okay. I hope both of them got some sort of restraining order, because he's mad at Olivia. Oh, baby. I hope Olivia.
He's mad at both of them. He was calling his wife out.
He is. But Olivia, for the fact that you betrayed me, you told, because he gave her that dead eye lock, like, you bet not. This is the part where you lie. And she told the truth. Girl.
I'm wondering what kind of pictures, or videos she sent to his wife.
Ooh,
that's what I'm wondering.
Oh, man. You right. Girl, I can only imagine.
You're so popular. This
but
is
it's
like y'all.
I know, like
y'all. Yes. Yeah, I ran across another story.
His wife, because I don't want us to come off like we're empathetic and we don't have sympathy for her.
We're not empathetic.
Right. That's a long time to be married to a man and have 4 children with that man, and for him to just totally turn around and just disrespect you like that, like. So no harm, no foul towards you. I know there's probably tons of videos out over this and nobody's probably told you, but sis, like, you handled this with grace. You handled it with poise.
Yeah.
You wasn't getting ratchet with it. And I wish you all the best. I do. Honestly, I wish you and Olivia the best, because the way y'all handled it, this is something that we don't usually see in our community. Most sisters will be in the street brawling and fight over a piece of man who then disrespected both of them. Like, no, so this was completely different from what the norm that we would see. So yeah.
And I think that them talking and staying in touch with each other, what makes him so mad is because in his been good with one of them. If they weren't talking and separated, women, ladies, if y'all separated and don't talk to the other chick, he's going to try to get back in good with one of y'all, because you're a resource. You're a resource to him. Even if he has a high paying job, y'all are still a resource. He can get so much from you and he can get so much from her. Like he can't do for himself. So just realize that you really are the prizes, and that's why they you'll start to notice if y'all react like these women do. If this ever happens to you, they'll just blow their lid, because they don't want you to know that you're the prize. They don't want you to be friends with they don't want women to come together, and that's why we started this channel, because we really want
women to come together. Like, it's bigger than
I want to see a change.
Yes.
The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over, and expecting a different result. So we have to change how we react when we're in these situations. And this story we really wanted to talk about this being in marriages about the same amount of time as she has. Like, Zara, you've been married how long?
18 years. And
18
we
years.
too have 4 kids. So this really resonated with me. Just that time, that length of time. That's a lot of time. Like, that's pretty much all of your adulthood. You know what I mean? That's all of this woman's adult life, pretty much. And then you bring children into the situation. So that's a whole nother level, having to sit down with your children, and, the home atmosphere and everything is going to change. Like, he's not just changing her life, it's his children's life too. Like, and they don't take that into consideration. And you out here, you just mad at the fact that you lost both of your women in a day. And then in addition to that, I don't even think it's probably just these two. I think he would, you know, he does these massages and stuff. Like he said in the video, I got a show to do. I got money to get. He's probably on to the next woman, whomever this next, you know, client is. So
or man,
or whomever, because you know, it's in the comments. We've seen it. But no, I feel like he didn't want to be held accountable, and that's why he started to rage. And then in addition to his side chick wasn't lying and taking up for him, and then he goes into a further rage that the women were getting along. Like, grow up, like, do better. Like, y'all gotta do better. I know y'all ain't, because you know we already know that the majority of y'all are like this. That's just who y'all are.
18 years is a long time, but the way he was acting, it was like they wouldn't know 18 years. Like he was calling her out of her name. But y'all, we might do a part 2 to this video. We actually might do a part 2. We're not sure, but Zara, do you want to go ahead and get into the Bandit of the Week?
We surely
because we have about 15 minutes left before this live ends, but we can get into the Bandit of the Week, you guys, if y'all want to see who we chose. Let's get into that, ladies, because I don't have too much else to say about this. We might do a part 2.
We definitely don't, hopefully do that part 2, but we're going to get into the Bandit of the Week, and you about to see why we chose this bandit. So here we go.
Okay.
Out of all the things I've seen to get rid of men, this probably is the absolute worst thing I have seen so far. It never seems to amaze me how women try to get rid of men. So now you don't want men in the clubs. You might as well go to LGBTQ club if you don't want men. So now you're going to pay full admission to get in the club, full price for drinks and food, and dance on women. Enjoy yourself with nothing but women, and spend all your own money at the club. That makes absolutely no sense if you're not a LGBTQ female.
Girl, he mad.
Big mad. Big mad. I would love to go to a club with no men around. I would love it. Like,
you ain't gotta worry about your drink. You ain't gotta worry about nobody sliding by talking about some excuse me while they try to rub across you and boy bye.
Grab your booty.
Girl. Like, this is a good time. This sounds like a really good time. And he mad. Let's talk about his fingernails, girl. Like, this is why we are in women's only clubs. We don't want your grubby, dirty. Did you see how much dirt he had?
I did not see, but how many bandits? How many bandits are actually going to pay for ladies' drinks? Like, who's going to pay for your drink?
Your homegirl probably would have bought you a drink before this dusty bandit would have bought you a drink. Admission, cool. Ain't nobody worried about that because usually ladies get in before a certain time anyway. So who cares about that? We are just tired of y'all. Okay, we just want to go out, have a good time. We want to look sexy. We want to make it home safe that night.
Girl, and a lot of times women go, they're not trying to look sexy for them. A lot of women want to go and impress other women, gay or not. They trying to see who they look better than. Like,
thank you.
We need to stop doing that. We need to go and just actually look good and have fun together. Like, without them, like, you would be safer. You'll have more fun. You can actually drink and not worry about passing out and waking up in somebody's apartment. Like,
boom,
girl, we ain't doing that. We're not. If y'all, I don't know who all clubs I haven't been because I'm old. Like, I haven't been in years. But if y'all are still clubbing, like, I wouldn't do it. It's too dangerous now. Unless y'all packing and they letting you bring your. Yeah, like they're shooting in clubs. Everywhere they go, they're shooting.
And you got dusty like this, stalking you and eyeing you down and trying to put stuff in your drink and
bother. You gotta give them fake numbers and stuff when they ask stuff.
Yeah.
And then they'll call it right there in front of you and get mad and try to unalive you. Ladies, like,
that part,
like. Are you not tired? You gotta create a whole fake Google number.
I'm tired of the Dusties. Like, boy, if you don't
Like,
go, sit down, get your panties out of a bunch. Nobody's trying to
like
see you. Nobody was
I
checking for
personally
you
would,
to begin with.
yeah. I would personally like to see more women's gyms, like
Yeah,
so
that would
we
be
can go work
lovely.
out with like I don't know, just women, just all women, women's apartments, like women's like facilities to live in. Like I would love that.
Absolutely. Like, yes, housing
Like
areas and housing additions with women. Like, that would be
all
beautiful
women
and
call a
safe.
call center, like because you know you
Yep.
always getting harassed by your boss. I have been sexually harassed by a boss like before, and it's like costing us
Yep.
our jobs. A lot of women are losing jobs because they got men that are their bosses that are like harassing them,
Yep.
trying to sleep with them, married men, and it's like, no, I'm just here to do my job. Like I've went through that before, and I'm just like, I didn't have to quit my job or anything, but I'm sure a lot of us have went through it. And some women
Right.
go through with it to get a raise, but everybody's not like that. Like I'm all
Right.
for being segregated from like, and I know that's hard for a lot of people to believe. What does she mean? She's all for being segregated from men, and both of them are married. Like I know y'all think we're some crazy hoes up here. Like them are some crazy hoes up there, but no,
But we
like we
are so
said, we are
genuine, like
for
we're being
women.
real. Yes, we are being real.
Like
And if you just look at the state of the world and the conditions that women, deal with on a regular basis, just being a woman is tough enough. You know what I mean? Like you said, you get it from the workplace, then you want to leave the workplace to escape that to go out, and you get it from dusties like this in the club, stalking you down. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And then you got to worry about, just going to the grocery store and simple things like that. Like, as women, we get
girl,
it so
yeah.
tough.
I'm
And
seeing
so,
videos
yeah.
of Dusty like sliding up under women's dresses and putting in public bathrooms and in
Yeah.
grocery stores and smelling on women's booties. Did you
Yes.
see that video
I
where that
did,
man was like
girl.
sniffing women's butts? Like it's like they
Terrible.
are wild. It's like they are
Wild
wild
animals.
animals. Like only animals. Who else do you see sniffing
Who
butts
is
but
doing
dogs?
that? Like that?
Like
Why?
lions and tigers and
Why?
bears do that. Like
Right.
oh, what did they put in
Right.
that jab that made y'all revert back to this? Like
Oh my goodness. I don't
they
know,
have
but
been
it's
like this since like the caveman days.
right. And I'm afraid that that's the part we get into. They're gonna start clubbing women over the heads, just dragging them off. So
Yo,
this is why this channel is
now
staying
that
in
women
place.
are
We are here for women. We
Mhm.
are all about women, the betterment of women in every way, shape, or form. Yes, we are married, so you're kind of like, oh my gosh, how can y'all? But sweetheart, when you know what's right, you know what's right. Either way it goes, either way you chop it up,
yeah.
you gotta stand. You gotta stand for what's right. And we both have our own brains. We both have our own minds, have our own opinions, and we speak that. So this is why this channel was
Yeah,
created. Come
ladies.
here, talk to us, comment in the section, let us know what you feel about all the juice that Nava shared with us earlier, because that was some tea. In addition
Yeah.
to this, bandit putting his wife through this, after she's given him more than, half of her life and all her
Yeah.
energy and time, and gave this man a legacy, children,
Yeah.
to carry on his last name, all the things that he obviously ain't deserving. So leave them comments, subscribe, Nava, you got anything
What?
else you want to add?
Yeah. One thing I wanted to say before we get out of here, y'all probably hear me say a lot, is ladies, y'all need to arm yourselves. I don't care if it's with guns, pepper spray,
Mace,
bear spray, brass
taser.
knuckles, mace, tasers, whatever you can find on Amazon for it. Just type in what personal safety or whatever, and just arm yourself, because it's like we were talking about how they're getting rid of Section 8 and
Yeah.
food stamps and stuff. It's about to get really bad. And this winter,
It
like
is.
they're talking about these other viruses and stuff shutting down. It's going to be chaos, and we don't have men, as especially this channel. It's not going to be just for Black women. It's going to be for all women, especially because we're Black. We don't have a lot of men that are protectors and that want to protect us. So we really need to take care of each other and like just step our game up when it comes to personal safety and stuff like that, because we're being taken off of this earth by the men that look like us. We're being trafficked. It's so much stuff going on with us. And I just wanted to, that's the last thing I had to say. You'll hear me, I'm an advocate of firearms. I really am. That's all I had to say.
I agree with
Zara.
that 100%. But yes, okay, that's our show. And like we said, there's probably more than definitely going to be a part two. So we're going to be excited to bring that to y'all when that takes place. Um, and yeah, just love and blessings. Y'all
Maybe
stay
next
safe out
Sunday.
here, ladies. Yeah, next Sunday.
Y'all
Um,
don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we can't wait to hear from you guys in the comments below.
yes, chime in the comments, y'all. I love reading them. But all right,
Y'all
ladies,
have
y'all stay safe. Love and blessings.
good night.